Hello, I'm Damien and Gamien, and we're on the second portion of tonight's stream, which is we're going to check out Banners of Ruin. Banners of Ruin, to my understanding and recollection, because it's been a while since I looked at the store page, is a roguelike game that is also a deck builder, not unlike things like Slay the Spire and whatnot, i.e. games I'm terrible at, but with one important distinction. You can kind of see it right here. Can you see my mouse? You can't see my mouse. Okay, we're going to change that real quick. But I was circling the character on the side. There it is. There we go. That guy there. It's a furry. Anthro. Yay. Mice have talents and passive focusing on multi-strike skills. Burr has talents passive focusing on high upfront damage. And we don't get much other choices. So, I guess we're going to do that just because that makes mouse stand in the front. I should probably play the tutorial. Alrighty. Let's see. So this one is an equipment service. Our mouse's name is Damien. Our bear's name is Durwater. They got two, whatever that means. One, or whatever that means. Whatever those mean. This card cannot be selected because it made its tunnel walls. It's blocked, okay. I guess our only actual option is the one right there. It is incredibly stupid of me to sit here and be like, I'm just going to jump right into the game. This thing means it's an equipment service. This service at the end of this lane, the service at the end of this lane will allow you to modify your deck or character's equipment. And service at the end of this lane will allow you to hire characters for your party. I mean, we don't get to choose these other ones, so we have to do the Forgotten Tunnel here. You emerge from the black and find yourself in one of the guard bunks. Where the devils did you come from? You can't be here. You okay? Sure, we got a burr and a mouse. I'm a little sad that we put the mouse where we put the mouse because now the burr's in the way. Against a bunny and another mouse. They both got light armor, which means they start combat with 6 armor and gain 1 stamina each turn. I believe we have the same thing. Nope, he's got medium armor, which means he has 14 armor. But he doesn't get the bonus stamina. He gets just bonus stamina. Okay, so that is probably what the stamina's about. Yeah, the 3 is stamina then. Not sure what the 1 is yet, but it doesn't matter. So we can spend 1 to gain more armor. What does this indicate? The next time this character attacks, for every attack and a multi-attack, the damage is increased by the number of stacks of charge. It is then removed. And Fury. At the end of turn, this character gains charge equal to the stacks of Fury. Fury increases by 2. Okay. And that was saying for each hit in my next attack, I gain charge. And then I remove 1 Fury and 1 charge from the target. Okay, well. Sharpened Steel applies bleed and does 8 damage. Bleed is the start of the turn. The character takes vitality damage equal to the number of stacks of bleed, and that ticks down, so they stop bleeding slightly. Pacify, this character cannot play cards. Ticks down 1 each turn. Okay. That also gives a ton of armor. Gain 10 armor and spawn take cover, which is to say it's a free card that also increases defense. And but it's banished, which means it goes to the banished pile, i.e. gets exiled instead of not. Mass Civil War, oh no. Okay, so we are looking at someone. Sharpened Steel. Am I choosing who to... Yeah, select a target, so I guess we're picking who I'm going to hit. This implies safety in numbers. At the start of the turn, character has... Okay, so let's attack him with it. Mouse attacked him. We gained the charge thing, the bleed. He has no armor left. And then he had, okay, so that cost him 2 stamina. What if I click on bear? Okay, so this is indicating who we want to do a thing from our hand. So bear can, for example, gain a bunch of stuff and be pacified for 1 turn. Whenever a character moves, they gain damage equal to a crippled thing. And it takes down 1 by 1 each turn. Poison deals change equal to a stack of poison. Okay, well bear can't do anything else. That's fine. That was intentional. And now mouse can then also be like... He can't shoot... Oh, I see. That's... Okay, so that's indicating that it's specifically an ability of that class, i.e. our bearer. So these are generic skills, so they don't have that indicator there. So he can either guard up or attack. We're going to select the guard up. Why not? Confirm. That's the end of what we can do. So in turn, I presume these are going to discard. Yep, go to the deck builder. They both attack. Gained safety in numbers. They have 3 or more allies. Then their block is raised to 10. That's fine because they're not going to do that. Okay, and that's indicating what they're going to do. Next, like and slay the spire. Good to know. So, momentum. Discard a card to gain 3 charge. Okay. Apply 5 guard to party member. Move or swap them out of position. Guard, striking. So if we say momentum and discard withdraw, he gains some charge. And he's in the front rank, so if we... I'm not sure... Okay, both of them can counterattack right now, it looks like. But if we do this to him, that's 6, 10... Okay, so he has 8 and 6, so that's 14, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this won't quite kill him, but we're going to do it. Correct. And then we have the bear be like, you know what? And mouse can guard. Increase his shield, which I believe he did. And we end our turn. He's bleeding, he takes damage. He stabs us, we're not bleeding. Rush for 3 little hits. Would have been better if we actually had some momentum, but we don't. Select a target. If the position behind them is vacant, move them to it. Okay, whatever that technically means. And then just strike. We win! We gain 82 money and a card. So like Slay the Spire, we have to actually select it. And we get a card. Remove all bleed and apply armor. Deal 4 damage to the entire opponent's party, but it costs 3. We can't do 3 yet. I mean, if we just don't do anything for a turn, we can gain to 3, I suppose. But field dressing seems better right now. And then we move on. Still can't do anything about these tunnel walls, I guess. So we enter the city. A small hatchway leads into a damp, dark chamber behind the city wall. For House Blackfoot! You open the hatch and enter the city. Cool. So we can either have combat, or combat. They lead to equipment services, a higher servicing, healing service. Maybe I could presumably have a 3rd person in my army. Why not? I want that. But then this one just lets me modify my deck or character's equipment. We don't have a lot of money. You heal members of your party. Okay, so damage we take maintains. Noted. Which makes sense again. That's Slay the Spire too. As well. Foes block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. Okay, so he has a multi-attack of Rush. 2 hits times, or 2 damage times 4 hits. In both cases, I don't like that. So if we use this one... That's not the one I want, yeah. I want this one. I guess because I have to specifically switch to him. Hatchet. Smack it. We have gained 2 charge. Which then means strike for 7 damage. He can't do much more. And we'll just give him a bunch of armor, I guess, in case he gets hit. Because we didn't really have much to do anything with anyway, otherwise. End of the turn. Okay, so what they did... Okay, so the night thing indicates that they're going to move around. It probably told me that if I looked more at what was going on. And I just realized what it probably is this is probably our natural stamina region, and then he just gets a bonus 1 thanks to wearing light armor, because he has 3 again, and he has 2 again. Or something, I don't know. Whatever. Let's see. So if we have the mouse, use... Oh no, it's a different resource. Okay. But yeah, so if we have mouse, discard a card, he can gain momentum. Discard that one. And then he can rush for a lot of damage at this guy. And the bear can smack him for 5, and shield up for 5. Well, ruin him. And ruin him. Ooh. Blood sacrifice. All members gain 3 bleeding, but we apply double our party's total bleed to the target. Also costs 3. Carnage. Ruin a card. Changes a card into a ruin card. Ruining a card during the campaign is permanent, but temporary within combat. Noted. So ruin a card in our hand. Deal 8 damage and 3 bleed. Every time I play this card, the damage is increased by 8, and bleed by 3 is increased for this combat. Neat. However, we can gain Brace, which gives us anticipation. The next incoming damage on this character is reduced to 2-0, but increases stamina cost of this card by 1 this combat. So we can't keep using it over and over and over again, but it would be good to start with. Or we can be like, I'm going to be fucking more and more powerful, or we can be horrifyingly bloody. We're going to Brace. Can't play this card due to a large crowd. A throng of people gather in front of the market stalls. They're packed like sardines, bustling to make a trade. You won't be able to get through them. So it seems like at the end of this path, this card will be removed from the stack after you make 1 more choice. Okay. So we won't be able to use this lane for 3 choices. Oh, it tells me right there. With Courage, we get a chance to improve. We gain a random upgrade token if we go to the Wishing Well, and that's just blocked. Okay. I wonder if the service thing only matters on the very last card in the end. Since everything dropped down to this like this, but do I want to see what an upgrade token is like? Or what improving is like? I think I'll go with the wishing well. A humble stone well reveals itself to you in the center of the street. A frail old beggar kneels beside it. A humble stone well reveals itself to you in the street. In the center of the street, our well. In the center of the street, our well. Into the water. In the center of the street, our well. In the center of the street, our well. In the center of the street, our well. Okay. You approach the well to find the beggar muttering in a low, quiet prayer. Most folks don't know what this is, the beggar whispers, without lifting his bowed head. I see the crow's foot on your cloaks. Speak his name, and he shall reward you. Okay, so, yeah. Wait for wealth. We can see. You see an old token lodged inside the well within arm's reach. Gain lucky charm. But also 10 florins. I guess that's what the lucky charm is. I don't know. Kneel beside the beggar and pray. Remove a card from your deck, and then gain a random upgrade token. Because humility. I mean, we're kind of early on to start trimming our deck when I don't fucking know what any of our things are. We can probably look at our deck. Yay! Cards! I guess let's go with the lucky charm, because whatever. But, because I don't want to remove a card. Oh! Drag a token onto the card to upgrade it. Hover over token the street. Okay. So with this is a thing, an upgrade token. Be like, I will put this on a card, and every time I use that card, I will gain 10 money. Got it. Hatchet. Hatchet now has an upgrade token. Okay. I understand. Oh, because this is blocked off, it doesn't actually move. Okay, I understand that further as well. Back alley, you see a narrow gap on the side of the street, obscured by passerbys. It looks quiet and unguarded. Another pair of Blackfoots move onward through the streets. You recognize them from the Black Church. They'll deal with any trouble you'd rather not. Which will then discard a random combat, but it might cost money. There is no combat to discard, though, so let's go through the back alley. And I select, we can select that lane, or that lane. I choose that lane. There's a combat. Money. An athletic wolf stands beside some training dummies, each scarred from a lifetime of sword strikes. She looks like she knows her trade. Okay. As you approach, the wolf sizes you up with a quick glance, and selects a sparring sword from the nearby rack. What are you looking at? What are you looking to train, friend? She asks in a strict but pleasant manner. You look experienced, but there's always room for improvement. Apparently I can't improve. Perhaps the only way to improve is by having a level up waiting. On second thought, I'm apparently not interested. This will automatically trigger after I make one or more choices. On expiring, it will spawn drunken guards. These sit allowed to Sorry, I'm... It's just because we didn't bother doing the tutorial, so I have no idea what's going on. I'm just kind of enthralled and happy with how this game has charmed me immediately. In its presentation of things as I'm learning. Ooh, an elite combat. I don't want to do that. Which I guess is what makes it fight or flight. I can either choose to fight the elite combat, or I can wait 2 turns and run away. And this will happen automatically by when it expires. That'll heal my party. Yeah, anyway. The way looks clear. Or does it? These silly louts reek of booze and other wicked activities. Lead them to their devices and they'll probably pass out. But you could brush them aside as if needed. The heat of the city dries your throats, and the strain of combat is taking its toll. There's a chance to duck into a brewery. It's not Blackfoot stuff, but it'll do you good. Like, what the fuck is this Blackfoot thing talking about? Can I actually choose to do this? Yes, I can. And so by choosing that, it is taken care of. A weasel and an otter skittishly haul a barrel through the crowds, deftly dodging each passerby. So we can give that thing recruits. Oh, this probably is the cost, so that's probably why the other one didn't work. We just left it because we didn't have enough money. A black wolf stands in front of a long line of mercenaries, clad in dark armor. His dusky orange eyes occasionally study one of the several scrolls hanging from his belt. So this one has a 1 to the 2 here, so we can choose this one right now. And maybe buy some cards, or not. Ah! The weasel yells, stopping abruptly. Watch that cobble by your left foot. Terribly set. It makes you wonder where the text goes. You point to a small crack in the side of the barrel, which is leaking a thin stream of crimson powder onto the street. The otter gasps, quickly plugging it with a crude wedge of cork. No, thanks, friend. Could have lost a leg to that. Powder's a tricky business. He nods to the weasel, who rests the barrel on the ground and unplugs 3 corks, each revealing a different color of powder. Say, you need any of it? You in need of any? Red powder. Deal 5 damage to the rank and apply 3 overwhelm. For every stack of overwhelm, this character receives more damage. Who do we apply the overwhelm to? I would assume the character we start with, or that who's doing this. Deal 5 damage to the rank, but apply cripple 3, or cripple 5. Whenever this character moves, you have to take the damage of the cripple, and they take more. So vulnerable. This character receives 25% more damage from attacks. So it's the exact same thing as overwhelm, but different. Ah, no, this one, okay, removed at the start of this character's turn versus ticks down slowly. Okay. Well, in that case, just because we have no idea what any of this is, because I am still not sure. Like, am I suddenly, is myself what gets overwhelmed, or an enemy in that rank? But so sure, let's go with yellow powder. Crossroads. The street branches in front of you. It'll be difficult to come back through the bustling crowd. Well, first we're going to poke this one, just to see if it's proof. Seeing you approach, the wolf gracefully rolls the scroll he is studying and secures it on his hip in one smooth, deft motion. Greetings, he remarks in a charming tone. I work for the League, outfitting those in need of martial expertise with the finest of suitors. With yet another scroll in hand, he balletically gestures to the long line behind him. So might I interest you in such a soul? I can also pair your exacting needs with precisely the right man. He flashes a guileful smile. For a premium, of course. Sure, we could get tailored service. Not that with money. We could get tailored service and hire a character with those cards for much money, or hire a recruit from a choice of 2. So we don't get much. We don't get to custom make the thing, but we pay much less. But we're fine as we are because we don't have the money. So it's just good to know. The Brawlers, a group of bears, each as wide as a barrel, spar with in a makeshift wrestling pit. Their defensive stances are remarkable. An old soul wanders at the edge of the street, their bodies stooped and draped in long robes. I should have picked the other one because we could have done even. You approach the ancient figure, who looks older than the knotted wooden stick he leans on. Sham florins for a wise fellow. So we can gain a skill by paying money. That's the only one we can afford. We could re-roll a talent. We have never actually looked at our characters. We can't do so in our deck. That's fine. Can we do so for that? Can't. Or we will be able to move a card, but we can gain a skill. So they'll give you money to get a skill. So our choices are setup, deal damage and apply vulnerability, and also draw a card. Apply charge equal to weapon damage and move or swap the rank with a war cry. That's an adorable picture. Or trauma. Marked. When this character dies, stacks of vulnerability equal to the marker applied to members of their party, which ticks down by a turn. The character receives. Okay, so we mark someone for for 4 turns, and if we can get them killed quickly enough, we apply vulnerability to everyone else. That sounds cool. Let's give them trauma. A crossroad there too. We don't really have much money though, so I don't know what you're gonna do is good, but okay. But this one doesn't imply that we have to buy anything. It's just the cash. A chest with a small crow's foot engraved on the back of the lock. Was there a sound? Equipment stowed in advance. It takes some time to gear up. You quietly haul the chest to the nearby alley and unlock it. You'd best take a look at what's inside. Okay, we get an Exquisite Sword. Oh, I see. So the hatchet and the longsword commands that we've got going on, or the cards we have in here of those, are because we have, because we got this stuff, or because of the weapons they have equipped. We can replace your light armor with superior light armor. Five damage, but attack 3 times and gain armor, compared to attack everyone in the rank for 2. I think I like that one better, but I want to hold on to that. Ooh, on the other hand, right here, we're going to replace it with this one, which is to say deal 4 attacks, or 4 damage for 3 attacks, and then gain retaliate 5. Whenever this character receives damage from an attack, they deal damage equal to the number of attacks to retaliate back. Attacks using ranged weapons are not affected. Okay. Well, how about we do that? I guess, yeah, we would have to do that. Hold on to these things in our stash and give that a try. Although, amusingly, the S-Stock is apparently not a two-handed weapon as far as this game is concerned. Pretty sure it normally is. But it's just, regular medium armor, and our regular light armor. Sure, I think we're good there, yeah? Confirm. We're good. Doggedness. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and get back up. I'd like to gain doggedness. We start the next combat with 15 armor. Cool. Okay, we're going to do a crossroads here, because again, this is the path we want to follow. I'm not sure what that symbol means compared to that. Is that an elite fight, maybe? Guess we'll pick it out. Foes block your path and do things. Ah, big guy, yeah. lot of a guardian in our hand. What is this? Fury. As it turn in, they gain a bunch of charge. And they all have some form of retaliation set up, and I'm still not sure what, as outside of just the indication it gives me, that is a thing that they will do. I still don't really know what else is. Otherwise, you're done. But yellow powder. Okay, so cripple is applied to all of them, not to any. Okay, that's cool. Then we'll strike this guy. Then we'll just gain more armor. Bear's turn. I'll have him brace. And not worry about that one. Or everyone will just hit the mouse. Bear. Hatch. Oh, that's just indicating who they're planning to attack with what attack they've got going on there. Noted. And when you bludgeon, if someone has more than 18 armor, then they will get bleed applied to them. That makes sense, though. We're going to hold on to that with Rat, I guess, because we got the momentum there. Bear cannot kick, so I guess you're going to do everything right now. Kick. Okay. Momentum. Remove that card. And do a strike against him. And that's everything we got. I just clicked this to do a thing. I'm not sure if that actually did something. I guess I did this. Okay, yeah. That's a racial ability. Okay. I wasn't really paying attention. So for each hit in your next attack, you gain 3 whatchamacallits. 3 charge and remove a fury and 1 charge from the target. And with that, just gain armor, remove a bunch of stuff which you don't have any of, and there. Okay. So for you, got all that done. Guard, because these guys look like they keep wanting to hit you or something. Not going to do anything else, so we could just use the great sword from back there. Okay, so a card from our stash we have the option to utilize, but it gets banished if we don't utilize it. Noted. So I want you to guard. Remove bleed, which gives you armor, but you don't have bleed, which is the important part. Strike him. not sure how to utilize cards in stash because it doesn't want me to use that. Oh, maybe a stashed card is just it just fills your hand, which would not be fun. We did it! Although yay, both leveled up. Although I friggin' mouse got hurt a lot. Draw a card and gain 3 preparation. For each stack of, at the start of your turn, draw an additional card for each stack of preparation. That's some massive preparation then. Or the war cry option again. Apply 15 armor to an ally active character. And the ally both gain winded, which means they lose a stamina for every stack of winded until the winded is removed. Then the winded is removed. Okay, so we both gain a bunch of armor, but we'll have one less stamina in the next round, which is good and bad. I like more card options. Better equipment. A club. And a falchion. Damage 11. If the opponent has no armor, apply 5 bleed. Or the big old club, which does 1 more damage. I don't gain money off of using it, but I like that. Oh, we can put it. Oh, people can hold 2. Oh, they can dual wield. Yay! They can dual wield. So you can have the S-Dock and the Falchion. I like the round shield though. Very short engine I'm not so worried about. So we'll keep that. Okay, start with that. Move on. 2 characters leveled up. Alrighty. Upgrade stamina or will. I mean, I don't know what they do, but actually I do. They're just both things that cost. We don't have much things that cost will. So, Rose Bear. I will upgrade your stamina. And to gain a... Okay, this is where talents go. So this is just another card type thing for you, I guess. Swap enemies front and back ranks with Overhaul. Rower, apply 2 stacks of Overwhelm and gain a bunch of stuff, but then get banished. Deal weapon damage. If target has moved this combat, apply bleed and vulnerability. I like this one best. So that just becomes another card that might show up, I guess. Cycle characters to the grumpy little mouse. Similar shit. Let's look at your card first. If he has charge, lose all charge and draw 2 cards. Deal 3 attacks of 3 damage to the opponent's lane. Suffer any injury in the discard pile. Okay. Or lose all stamina but gain twice that amount in charge. So basically the next turn we'll do a big ol' hit. But for not doing anything this turn. Yeah, sure. And stamina. A thief. A scoundrel confiscates your purse from under you. I lose money. A night merchant, a smug-looking beaver, is obsessively polishing his wares. You're still almost dead. As they glint in the light of the festival lantern. A group of shady occultists are gathered around some torches, humming and droning an unsettling tune. We can get a knife. No, let's see what the occultists have. Nothing we can afford, but they have tooth and nail. So they got a video game for us. Ruin all cards in the hand. Whatever, we're gonna leave. I mean, why wouldn't I visit the crazy weasel? The weasel babbles at passerbys, splattering them with spittle from his foaming mouth. He's clearly alarmed, but struggles to make sense. Plague Doctor stands awkwardly in the middle of the street, next to a strange pole. I mean, I would like medicines because you are hurt as hell and that might be able to heal us. But on the other hand, Crazy Weasel. Crazy Weasel. The weasel babbles at you with a manic grin on its face before spluttering in a fit of coughs. Rather change a piece of yourself? Easy can help. Sure, I'll transform a skill. Fuck withdraw. We can turn it into a meme, which deals 8 damage and we gain 2 preparation. Or we can deal 6 damage to the opponent with the lowest vitality. For nothing. That's nice. Or we can do another rush. I'm going to go with No Mercy. As much as I love the idea of gaining a meme. Thank you, Crazy Weasel. Oh no, combat. A small wooden hideaway discreetly obscured by a fruit wagon. Your brothers have offloaded their unneeded wares here. A chance to offload, sure. You see a familiar symbol. Your brothers have been here. Okay, so an ability to remove a card. But not an equipment. I mean, I don't really want to remove anything we got going on. These are all pretty good. And I am not good enough. I don't know or am good enough in the game necessarily to, I guess we could maybe just get rid of a regular card. I know that's a thing that, people do in things like Slay the Spire, where it's like, oh yeah, just get rid of the basic cards and, trim your deck that way. So sure, let's just do that thing, I guess. Ah, anxiety. I don't think you can survive 3 damage, Mr. Dannington. Next combat, we start with increased morale. Okay, let's get high spirits. I mean, the healing service would be not that bad either, but I guess we're going to have to because I don't want to go to the heavy patrol. I can't afford that. Let's go to the monastery, heal up. I can't afford that either. Jeez. Everything here is expensive. But we have reached the point of doing this one instead of the healing service and stuff, I guess. So, Hideout Alley, the wall sloped towards the entrance. A safe house for you and your fellow loyalists. Slip through here into the next street. Oh no. Wooden structures stand in front of you, crudely made, but they look like they could take a hit or two. Spitter, famous among the criminal underground in Dawn's Point, this mouse packs a poisonous punch for his size. There must be a bounty on your head. Okay, well, it's time to fight Alice. He's got some bruisers with him. Gonna deal 10 damage to a random opponent rank. They are going to cause a forceful blow. Boy. And then we got these barricades to deal with. Okay, you have 2 HP, so you are going to brace. And you are going to be all schmoodle. And you are going to be all schmoodle. And you are going to be all guard. And we're not going to bother kicking because the other area is not vacant. Ow. I see they decided to hit the bear instead this time with fun. Dun 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 dun. Bear. Roar. And spinner. Utilize quick hands to draw a card right now. I can't use that card though, so that's sadness. What is this? Ah, we're poisoned. Okay. Well, if you can manage to live, Rising Storm and Momentum. Pretty sure we're both dead this turn, but some armor back. Yep. We did it. I don't fucking know what we're doing. Well, we leveled up, whatever that means. We've unlocked more weapons. A bill hook. 10 damage, you can move or swap opponents with target opponent. Oh, I wanted to see the other ones. I want to be a weasel. You can have weasel, wolf, hare, and beaver. I want to be weasel. I want to be weasel. Anyway, there's that. A quick look at that game. And with Banners of Ruin. I was not expecting to give a deep dive of that, and I feel like I feel comfortable enough to be like, you know what, I'm okay being done now. Just a quick little thing there, and then because I mean I've been exhausted today, so not to make excuses, but it would just be nice to be able to have a little bit more time to just kind of relax before bed. So yeah, it was 2 games. We didn't get anywhere with that one. I feel like I feel like I should specifically read into the tutorial with that if I'm going to play it more. Which I probably will on my own because I'm bad at deck builders, so I don't necessarily like streaming them that much. But anyway, regardless, thank you very much for watching today, everyone. I know it's short, but it is what it is. We will see you the next time, which will be Saturday, which probably means we will have Wonder Boy 2 then, probably, unless I decide on something else. Okay. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you. Sleep well when you go. Have a good evening. All that fun stuff. Bye-bye.